Ben has a problem. For the fifth day in a row, he woke up tired, ate whatever food was closest, spent 2 hours scrolling, and promised himself that he would fix his life tomorrow. Ben now has exactly 3 hours, 17 minutes, and 42 seconds before tomorrow arrives, and he repeats the same exact day all over again. Ben is, medically speaking, cooked. But even if Ben refuses to save himself, he still wants to save you. So today, Ben is going to show you 3 tiny habits you can start immediately that can improve your energy, your health, and how in control of your life you feel. Number 1. After finishing a meal, most people immediately do this. Ben tells himself he deserves to relax, and somehow his 10-minute break becomes 45 minutes of scrolling. But instead, try setting a timer for just 10 minutes and going for a walk. 10 minutes sounds almost too small to matter. That is exactly why it works. It doesn't feel like a full workout, you don't need equipment, and you don't have to prepare for it. But small does not mean useless. In one large study involving more than 135,000 adults, researchers estimated that adding just 10 minutes of moderate to vigorous activity each day, something as simple as a brisk walk, was associated with the 15% reduction in the risk of early death. And another population analysis estimated that if every adult in the United States added only 10 minutes of moderate exercise each day, more than 111,000 premature deaths could potentially be prevented every year. 10 minutes is also less than 1% of your entire day. So after one meal today, put your phone in your pocket, start a timer, and walk until it goes off. You don't need to walk 10 miles. You don't need an expensive gym membership. You just need to stop Ben from becoming permanently attached to his couch. Number 2. Ask Ben how much protein he eats each day, and he'll usually give you a very confident answer. Probably enough. Ben has absolutely no idea where that number came from, and that's the problem. Probably isn't very useful. For just one day, don't try to eat perfectly. Don't remove all your favorite foods, and don't suddenly begin some complicated diet that Ben found online at 2 in the morning. Simply track what you already eat. Tracking gives you information. Ben might discover that he isn't eating nearly as much protein as he thought, that one small snack contributes more calories than expected, or that he actually needs to eat more to support how active he is. But there is one problem. Most calorie trackers make Ben search for every food, estimate the serving size, and are usually hidden behind a paywall. Ben found that process so annoying that I built my own website. With Foodscan.me, Ben can first choose a goal, such as building muscle, losing weight, or maintaining his current weight, so the website can give him daily nutrition targets based on what he's trying to achieve. He could then take a picture of his food and receive an estimate of its calories, protein, carbohydrates, and fat. The website helps him keep track of his totals throughout the day and across the week. It can also suggest food based on the cuisine he actually enjoys. Ben can choose a cuisine such as Italian, enter requirements like at least 20 grams of protein, and receive dish suggestions that match those goals. I'll put the website below. Try tracking what you normally eat just for one day. You may be surprised by what you learn. Number 3. You need to make tomorrow easier tonight. Ben loves making plans for the most motivated version of himself. Tomorrow I'll wake up early, work out, eat perfectly, finish all my work, and somehow still have free time. Then tomorrow arrives and Ben does absolutely nothing. The problem isn't that Ben doesn't care. The problem is that he expects tomorrow's Ben to have unlimited motivation. Instead of depending on motivation, Ben can remove one obstacle before going to sleep. Planning to walk? Ben puts his shoes beside the door. Planning to track his food? Ben bookmarks Foodscan.me and gets his phone ready to take a picture of his first meal. Planning to study? Ben opens the assignment and leaves the first question on his screen. This should only take about 60 seconds. Ben isn't completing tomorrow's habits tonight. He is simply making them easier to start because when tomorrow arrives, Ben won't need to search for his shoes, find the website, or figure out where to begin his assignment. Everything is already waiting for him.